Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel only for MPSC and UPSC. In this video, we are going to talk about Precis writing with example. But before we proceed, I would like to suggest that for those students who have not watched earlier video, please go to the description box. I have provided the link of earlier video because in earlier video I have provided you some tips while writing for writing Precis writing. So once you know the tips for writing the Precis writing, you can solve today's example or you can write Precis. So first of all, you should watch that video and then only you can watch this video. Okay, then we'll start today's video. So I have given tips you already. So I have given some example question, like you may ask the question like this: read the following passage and write a Precis in 160 words. I have written here 160 words because the passage I have taken for today's example, that passage comprises more than 500 words. So I have given this to write. I have asked to write Precis in 160 words and suggest a title. So as per your question, you have to write the Precis. So let's move. First of all, I will read the passage. This passage is from, I have taken this passage from the Hindu newspaper. So this article, I will read it first and then I will tell you some brief summary, and I will try to tell you how to write best Precis. So let's read it first. Tory summers, when the mercury soars 4 degrees Celsius to 6 degrees Celsius above the average and produces heat waves in several states between April and June, may become more frequent in coming years. Not only will there be more hot days, the spells of hot strays sweeping across much of India are likely to grow longer. The scientific consensus is that heat waves will grow stronger and expand their geographical spread in the south, influenced by the sea surface temperature in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. With rising greenhouse gases, their impact can only intensify. Though the number of people dying due to heat stress last year was half of the previous year's toll of 2040, the need to evolve detailed action plans at the levels of states, districts, and cities is now critical. It is encouraging that the National Disaster Management Authority is guiding states in partnership with the India Meteorological Department to evolve heat action plan protocols. The response to distress caused by excessive heat has to be both speedy and proportional. Europe upgraded its preparedness to handle a crisis after crippling heatwave in 2003 killed thousands of people, over 14,800 of them in France alone. In the Indian context, crop failures and disruption of electricity supply due to sudden peak demand are common. People experience dehydration, heat cramps, and deadly heat strokes. The elderly are particularly at risk since higher temperatures affect blood viscosity and raise the risk of thrombosis. Better meteorological forecasting can provide an early warning about a coming hot spell during the summer window. This gives the NDMA and the states sufficient opportunity to launch an action protocol to inform the public as soon as the temperature crosses the threshold fixed by the IMD, advise on precautionary measures, and aid those who are most vulnerable, such as older adults, farm workers, and those pursuing outdoor occasions. Ahmedabad, for instance, drew up a city-level action plan in the wake of its 46.8 degrees Celsius heat wave of 2010 with support of public health institutions. Preparing the health system to identify symptoms of heat stress and providing treatment through urban health centers is one intervention it decided upon. Reviewing school timetables, rescheduling work timings to cooler hours, making water widely available, and reserving religious sites and libraries as cooling centers were others. European and American policy responses, such as creating green and blue urban spaces to provide tree shade and high moisture, as well as housing design that cuts heat through the albedo effect of reflected solar energy, hold universal appeal. Some of these passive defenses are actually integral to vernacular practices and will serve everyone well. It is essential to study the efficacy of heat action plans and share the result across states to achieve best practices. And this is all about the passage. In this passage, writer has talked about the situation of the summers are getting hot and hot. So in coming future or coming years, it will be very tremendous, it will be very dangerous situation for us, even will not be able to bear the heat stress. So writer has talked about the current situation in the first paragraph, and in the second paragraph, writer has talked about the precautions or measures or best practices to be followed in order to avoid these his heat, in order to avoid the heat stress, or in order to control the effect of that heat stress. So writer has given some practices, best practices, what precautionary measures can be taken. He has talked about that. So we'll now move to the press writing. So press writing of this passage will be following. So I have given some tips for the writing in the last earlier video as well, but still now here I will tell you in short. So press writing should be one third of the passage length. There should be single paragraph, and fourth is, you must remember that it should be clear, complete, correct, coherent, or connected. So first read, then remove unnecessary things, then write the passage, and then review the passage whether it follows all the criteria or not. So let us move the press writing. So I have given the title for the press writing, best practices for coping with summer, because writer has talked about the precautionary measures or best practices. So I thought the title should be apt, best practices for coping with summer. So I will read the whatever I thought the best press I have written. So I'll read the pressy. In coming years, India may experience extremely hot summers with heat stress frequently. So, for three lines, I have uh, compressed it in one line, because we have, for first three lines they have I have already read, so you can guess that I have compressed it within a single line. So you can use the phrases, you can use now various phrases, noun phrase, verb phrase, or you can use the conjunctions. Due to the influence Due to the influence of Indian and Pacific Ocean surface temperature, heat waves will be prolonged, especially in the south region of the country. Increasing greenhouse gases can only intensify the impact. Taking into consideration the number of casualties, it is the need of the hour to prepare the heat action protocol. The response to distress should be speedy and professional. Heat waves cause crop failures and disruption of electricity. Sorry. People, especially elder ones, experience various health issues and medical emergencies. If meteorological forecasting provides an early warning of coming hot spells, health issues can be avoided by taking precautionary measures. A city level action plan like Ahmedabad can be implemented. Health system can be prepared to provide treatment through urban health centers. Some other measures like reviewing school timetables, rescheduling work hours, making water available, etc., can be taken. India can follow European and American policy responses that cuts heat and holds universal appeal. Such passive defenses are integral to vernacular practices and will serve well. By studying efficacy of heat action plans, results results should be shared universally to achieve the best practices. So in this way, I have written the Prezi as per the tips. I have told you what tips to follow while writing Prezi writing. So I have written it. I think you must have understood how to write the Prezi writing. Okay, that's fine, friends. We'll stop here, and please like, share our channel, and subscribe our channel. If you have some suggestions, you can comment it in your comment in our comment box, and hit that bell icon so that you will get notifications of the upcoming videos. Okay, till that you can study hard, practice the essay writing, and once you understand how to write it, you will definitely fetch good marks. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.